Good evening, everyone. Friendly crowds greeted the country's second most powerful politician.
Vice President Mike Pence was pitch perfect today, pitching the White House's stance on issues like abortion and terrorism to a conservative audience.
News Channel 5's Chris Conti tells us while the VP was very vocal on some red meat issues, he was silent on the Second Amendment.
The vice president used this opportunity to touch on a number of issues, everything from destroying ISIS to tax reform to rolling back abortion rights. This was a cornucopia-type speech, and it fired up the vice president's conservative base.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome with me the Vice President of the United States of America?
The Vice President of the United States of America was running late today. For nearly 2 awkward minutes, the crowd at the National Religious Broadcasters Convention waited for Mike Pence to take the stage. And then there he was.
The Vice President of the United States.
This was one of 2 speeches the Vice President gave in Nashville today. The crux of both was a focus on rolling back abortion rights.
I couldn't be more proud to serve as Vice President to a president who stands without apology for the sanctity of human life.
But today's headliner speech wasn't just to fire up this pro-life crowd.
The freedom of religion is under assault across the wider world.
Pence also used the opportunity to tout the recent tax reform passed by Congress. He then turned his attention toward the deadly school shooting in Parkland, Florida.
We will not rest until we make our schools safe again.
There was no mention of gun control or the NRA. Instead, a simple commitment by the Trump administration to prevent another attack on a school.
We'll take strong action to strengthen background checks.
And with that, Vice President exited the Opryland Hotel right on time. Vice President Pence is actually still in town right now. He left the Opryland Hotel and went over to Governor Haslam's residence, where he is at a fundraiser right now for the Republican Governors Association. They are expected to be wheels up and headed back to Washington, D.C. around 8 o'clock tonight. At the Opryland Hotel this evening, Chris Conti, News Channel 5.